Hey everybody, this is Lorelia and I am actually doing a video regarding a question that a client of mine had sent me, customer, someone that I have worked with in the past, and it has to do with stock buying. And so now that we are in the holiday season, what I want to do is I want to share with you something that I have been that I'm actually investing in and doing with someone that I know. I'm going to share a story with you. So um, I know usually when I'm on this channel, I talk a lot about credit and debt management. But what a lot of you all may not know is that I'm also a mom and I'm a homeschool mom. So I homeschool my children. So recently, a friend of mine who also homeschools her children, we were talking about investments. And so there were some things that I was doing with my children and she was doing with her children. And then we had a meeting of the minds. And so we put together a really informal investment club for our children. But the thing is that it is not an imaginary investment club. And what I mean by that is that our children we are putting money in an investment account, for our children to be able to invest in stocks and build up an investment for them. So, there are some people that know information from a theoretical standpoint, and a lot of times it is not put into practice. And most of the stuff, like I tell you, that I share is based on my experience. It's not something that I'm rehashing. It's something that I am doing. But one of the things that I have found when I was explaining to my children, both children are under the age of 12, since investments in stock buying, and that's what I'm going to talk about. It's about purchasing stock. It's so intangible. And what do I mean by intangible? Meaning that the children cannot physically see it. And for my oldest, who's a boy, he is very hands-on. Have to see it. For him to really put it together. And so that's why I thought of this website. And, so when me and a girlfriend of mine who's a homeschool mom were having a meeting of the mind, I was telling her some of the things that I was facing to bridge the whole idea over to them. Because although, I'm showing them an investment account, it wasn't clicking, and I can tell. And so when I came across this, I said, aha, aha. Now I can bring the tangible part of the whole learning experience to them. And that's where Give a Share is. So currently, as I film this video, we are in the holiday season of December. So many people are getting ready to, like I talk about a lot on this channel, spend money they don't have to get into debt and repeat the cycle of what I like to say, get out of debt to get back into debt, to get out of debt to get back into debt. And so when the client of mine had said, really your thoughts on it, stocks and investing, I said, well, let me do a video on what I'm doing. I'm not going to rehash what I've heard or saw somebody talk about, but tell you what I am currently doing. And I thought this was a great teachable moment because I'm doing it with my children. Now, of course, am I doing some things on my own? Yes, but I thought that if I bring this teachable moment of what I'm doing to my children to the general public, I think it would be a great benefit. So currently, right now, I am on a website called Give a Share. And so how this website works, it's allowing you to buy stocks for myself. It would be my children. Now, of course, it's just about giving a gift. You can give a gift to an adult or what have you, but you're giving a gift of value. And so many people are going into the holiday season giving gifts that have no value. Now, don't get me wrong, I buy toys for my children. I'm not one of those people who say, oh, don't buy those toys and set up. I do buy toys, but I am very cognizant of not spending money to just spend and understanding that there is a portion of money that I am spending that is going to go to things that is going to grow. And that's where Give a Share is. So if you go on the website, like I said, it's called Give a Share. And I'm going to have a link below this video so you will be able to go to the website and to get started. Of course, as you can see, they have some of the top stock gifts that people give. Now, like I said, is it just for children? No, it can be purchased for anyone you're giving a stock. Many of the top, the top stocks that they say that people are purchasing are Disney, Harley, Nike, Apple. Those are the top three. Now, right on top, like I said, I'm doing this during the holiday season. They give what's called a Christmas ordering tip. And they even say that if you wanted to buy before Christmas, when you would have to have the order in. Now you may be wondering, okay, Loretta, well, what's the difference between going to Give a Share as opposed to me just going directly to an online investment account and just purchasing the stock? The difference is, like I said, with my experience, the many companies do not issue authentic stock certificates. And so for my children, they needed to see the tangible receipt of, if I'm putting money here, I'm getting this. That's just how their brains were working. So when you're using the online account, you're making the investment is growing or what have you. But you don't get a stock certificate. And for an adult, they may understand that. They understand that I'm making an investment. A lot of times I'm not going to see it. But for my children, I thought this was a great way of showing them the tangible piece. Now, I will say this as a caveat. When you purchase through an online investment service online, the difference in price of what's there versus what's on Give a Share is going to be different, because of course you're buying from a third party. There's fees, this, that, and the other. So if you're looking to compare the price, like if you looked at the price of the Disney stock here and went to what it's actually trading for online, the price is going to be different, because you are paying, like I said, you're paying for the actual stock certificate. Now, of course, they have a lot of other perks. You can you can buy it framed or what have you. I wasn't really interested in the frame. I wanted the authentic certificate, and so that is what I was mostly for. And so so this is what I'm currently doing. Some things that, like, let me just click on here. So let's go to 4. So now right here, if you wanted to buy Ford stock, now I know I have Ford stock. I know that Ford stock is, it's somewhere, I know, under $20 trading. But now, as you can see, the prices, like I said, the prices here on Give a Share is not based on the market, because you're buying for the third party. So as you can see, if you wanted the authentic registered certificate in a premium frame, you're paying $122. Replica in a frame, $97. Authentic registered certificate, $78. And if you wanted the replica, $53. Now, like I said, I'm doing this to have a tangible piece, and so I wanted the authentic certificate. I'm not interested in the framing or what have you. And the list goes on and on. You can get all the perks. They have the engraved personalization if you want to add that on here. And so there you go. So this is what it looks like when you are purchasing it. Now let me just click right here. Now, so as you can see, now there you go, $12. Now what I just clicked on is that they give you the stock quote, because they're letting you know that if you wanted to purchase the Ford stock itself, it would be $12. But then if you purchased it from Give a Share, um, the price is a bit different. And I'm just hoping that that got recorded because I saw that my computer screen froze. But I'm gonna say that again just in case it didn't record. I'm on the actual on Give a Share where you would purchase a share stock. On here, they had a link to stock quote, and it took me to Yahoo Finance, and it's just like I said. I know I have Ford. It is trading for less than $13, which is $12. And you're saying, okay, well, if I go directly and buy it, along with online fees, I'm paying, a little bit over 12. But then if I go here, I'm paying more. And like I said, you're paying for the certificate with Give a Share. So that is what you have to understand now. For those who are saying, screw that, I'm not going to pay yada 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 for a certificate of stock, this, that, and the other. This is my rebuttal to that. I'm not here to convince people what they should buy, what they don't buy. But this is what I know. Because like I said, I am someone who do purchase, toys and other things for my children. The prices that they have here, I know is less than a lot of those toys they have online. And that is what I was able to explain to my son. One of the stocks that he invests in is GameStop. And so I know on the market, GameStop is as of last week was trading under $20. Now, what do you do when you go to GameStop? For those who that may not know this, my son likes to game. He likes to play games. The average game, brand new game for a PSP, a PlayStation, whatever, 4, whatever it's called, average price is over $50. And that's why I told him, you don't always want to be the consumer of stuff. You do want to be a lot of times the owner and the shareholder. So you going to GameStop wanting to buy a game, you're being a consumer. You go there, you make a purchase. How about owning a piece of the action? And so here you can become an owner. Even with one share of stock, you are an owner of that, and you are now one of the stock owners of that company. And now you have invested in something that is less than what you pay when you become a consumer. And that is what a lot of people do not understand, which is what I'm trying to explain to them when I tell people why they don't understand why they are in the financial situation that they are in. Don't want to go off track from the message of the video, but a lot of people do not understand being a consumer and how to get off of the consumer rat wheel, because many of us has been conditioned to be on the consumer rat wheel. Many of us do not know that a lot of times you can make investments for less than $100, whether stock or any other investment, and become an owner of something. And as you continue to contribute to it, your investment goes on and on and on. And I know, for example, like I said, I have Ford stock, and this is what I know. Ford has been paying dividends every quarter in 2017. So many people can laugh and say, well, who's buying Ford stock? It's it's less than $13. But one thing I can say about that company, and it's just my investment style and how I invest, it is a company that does pay dividends. And I always say dividends are like free money. I can actually show you, and I'm not going to do it in this video, of another online investment that I have taken part of, and it pays dividends. I get the emails. It says, you just received some dividends. And to me, that is free money. And it's not even to me, that is what dividend income is. It's money that you're not working for. So as long as, Ford stays healthy. They're